Welcome to The Preferred List, a podcast about the people behind the best wedding days. I'm James, a wedding filmmaker. I've spent years in the industry working alongside incredible vendors, and this show is all about real conversations with the ones who make it happen. Whether you're a vendor or a couple, you'll get honest insight, good stories, and maybe a little inspiration along the way. Let's meet today's wedding vendor. Hey, Melanie, how's it going?
Good. How are you, James? This is
Good.
so exciting. That was a great little blurb. Good intro.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Yeah, I do have to read it because I don't have it memorized, but it's so fun. This really is real conversations with pros in the industry, and I'm so excited to pick your brain on all things photography. You run Lewisburg Studio by Melo Foto.
Yes.
I was told we have to have that in there, Melo Foto, for legal reasons. No, I'm just kidding.
It's for me reasons, yeah.
No, but I'm so excited because you do a lot more than just wedding photography. So we'll get into all those things in just a minute. But before we do, we're here at Birchwood Venue. And Birchwood Venue is where rustic charm meets modern convenience to create the perfect wedding weekend. Notice how I said weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So fun. Nestled in Milton, Pennsylvania, Birchwood Venue gives couples 3 full days to decorate, celebrate, and soak in every moment without feeling rushed. From the hydrangea-lined ceremony space to the beautifully restored barn, Birchwood is designed to make your day as stress-free and memorable as possible. And I don't know if you guys haven't met Holly. Holly's great.
She's fantastic.
And this is just such a cool spot. And I remember when we came here for the first time, I was like, where are we going?
Yeah.
What is Milton, PA? And you just roll up into this amazing little pocket of beautiful space. It's so fun. And I'm just glad that we could be here. I love the idea of getting vendors in at local spots, and we're here. But Melanie, thanks for being on.
So this is going to be fun. I've never done anything like this. So when you reached out, I was like, oh my gosh, I have an opportunity to like meet more people and like talk about things that we geek out about. Like it's not like the gear and the stuff. It's the stories and the experience.
I do love the gear.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, it is so fun. I feel like on a wedding day, it's like we sit down for dinner and it's like, hey, how's it going?
Been
What's
working
up
with
with
you
your
all
life?
day.
Yeah. But so you run Lewisburg Studio by Melo Foto. And I'm just excited to hear all the different things. And it sounds like from what we were just talking before I hit record, before we started, there's more even to it than just wedding photo.
Yeah.
But you were kind of explaining a little bit of like the Lewisburg Studio, Melo Foto thing. Give me the breakdown on how all of this started for you. Like what was the beginning like?
So basically when I was in college, I figured, okay, I really love art and I started painting. And then, I was like, okay, that's all fun and games, but how could I really, make something out of this? And I really couldn't. So I picked up a camera and I was like, okay, this is fun, with your gen eds and things that you have to kind of incorporate to have a more well-rounded art degree. So I started with film and it was black and white photography, and there was something about that room. Like, I don't know, it might have just been the chemicals, honestly, but I just sitting there and
sorry. I'm just picturing you like high as a kite from the chemicals. Like, wow, this photo is amazing. You
it
pull
looks
it out,
so good. I got a D in it instead
wait, there's
of
nothing there.
My whole imagination made it. But yeah, it was, the quietness and the capturing of things and, having that as a later situation that you have to really have the patience to wait. So these wedding couples, when they're like, oh my gosh, when am I getting my photos? I'm like, well, you should have seen how long it took me to get one picture out of this camera years ago. So I think that really hit the spot of like, okay, I can do something with this. And so my husband was in the military. I met him in college as well. He was in the darkroom too every now and then, be like, where are you? I was like, okay. But when we went in there, it was a lot of families and a lot of people that, had a lot of moments where they weren't home. And I picked up my camera and I was like, let's do a family shoot before he leaves or before she leaves. And it was really great having those little, bits of, time to have when your spouse is, doing something that you don't know what they're doing. Because my husband couldn't tell me for the most part. So after that, another transitional period of what are we going to do after we leave the military and where are we going to move? What are we going to do? So again, I picked up a camera after that wedding situation. One of those families was like, hey, my daughter's getting married. Like, would you do something like that? And I was like, I don't know. That's a whole different monster than like 4 kids running around. It's like 150 people that you need to be have their attention and get all the cute things situated. So I was like, all right, I'll try it. And honestly, like I was in a barn and it was like dingy and she was wearing this beautiful dress and she was putting her earring on and this light just hit her just the right way. And I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing for the rest of my life. Like being here with these families and seeing the beauty of every moment just like depicted in detail. And I, I was blown away by that little barn and that little dress and, this family that just asked me to do them a favor. So yeah, I got in trouble after that. And I was like, okay, how do I keep going?
How do I get this?
How do I get that feeling back of like being part of their day? So that was pretty much how I started. And, with the support of my husband and my family, I'm like, yeah, why not? Like it beats waking up in a 9 to 5 and, doing a different kind of grind that wasn't mine, you know? So that was
for sure. And nothing wrong with 9 to 5s if you're there and you're like trying to break into like the wedding space.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to start somewhere.
You got to do it. You have to at a certain point.
It's so fun though that you have like such a specific, like you told me such a specific moment of like light hitting. Yeah. You're like, this is the spot.
Yeah. It hit me hard. Is that like the dust in the light, you know, the dingy barn.
It's really dingy if there's dust flying.
Yeah. You got to have the dinge to get that cute like situation there.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
And so you have, that was Melo Foto originally.
Mm-hmm. And it was just me, like, as we all have to start somewhere, right? Like in my living room where I was like, okay, this is hard. How do I find these people? How do they find me? So I was putting a lot of money in advertising and not getting it back. And sometimes I did get it back and it was great. But, I had this opportunity by someone else referring me to Lewisburg studio, which is, 40-year-old photography studio in the main street of Lewisburg. And I'm like, okay, like, let me just call him. Let me just see what, he's about and see if this is something that's, meant for me.
Yeah.
And I'm very big on that. I think a lot of timing and things like that. Well, especially, like with videography, like you got to have that timing right. You got to have that camera in the right spot to get that moment. So I think that, in my life, I think that's where I found, okay, this is that situation of, okay, you're just got to be brave and just try it and see what you can do with this. And I went in there and there was like a team and I was like, okay, how do I go from me to other people and
so you got the team when you picked up that space.
Yeah, we have our director, Sam, who honestly became one of my best friends. And she's in a different place in her life and like we're a different age range. And it's just so funny how like we just like clicked. Like I joke with her. I was like, I fell in love with you at first sight. And it was so fun because like we started the wedding thing again because the studio kind of stopped for a little bit. But we do a little bit of everything, like sports photography for schools and family sessions, headshots, pets. Oh my gosh. And here too, like in Milton, PA, everyone has a horse. So it's like, okay, like come on over.
Yeah.
But weddings is honestly my favorite like thing to do because it's just so much more. And you can, like I said before, you can be part of people's day, a family's day. Like they'll remember you. They may not remember your name, but they'll remember what you did for them that day.
Yeah, for sure. And I'd have to imagine, maybe you can like kind of flesh this out a little bit more. You were mentioning like before your husband would leave for a deployment, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You'd have this like, I need to capture these memories in this moment specifically before things change.
Yes, definitely.
How has that shifted the way that you kind of entered into the wedding? Because you did that before you did your first wedding. Mm-hmm. Did that like impact even that first wedding? And has it kind of shifted over time?
Oh, yeah. I think more so now, like with changes in like that was like, oh my gosh, like 12 years ago. Ew,
I wasn't gonna say it.
Such a long time ago. Don't worry, I don't care how old I am. We're fine.
Yeah.
It was, I think more so now because, well, I have a newborn at home, so everything's just different. Like another transitional period where you have to balance everything. And I think, now as a mother, I have the capacity to like do more. Like I see him changing every day and I'm like, whoa, okay, I need to, where's my camera at? I mean, it's always within reach, but for these moments of like, I think about it, I'm like, I get to have a first dance with my son.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop. It's so weird, but you can really relate with these people now.
Yeah.
Because you're having those moments of like, not a what if, but like when.
Yeah.
So when you're in that moment, you're
I
just
can
like,
see you
oh
tearing
my
up.
God,
It's so cute.
I'm emotional.
I'm
And
emotional.
no, but
No,
it's
it's like
okay.
so different. Like I noticed the change. I think we might have done like 2 or 3 weddings before I got
Hmm.
married. And then like once I was married, I was like, whoa, this feels totally different.
Right?
And then you have kids. If you're a wedding vendor and you're listening, you're probably like, yep. You have kids and you're like, oh gosh, like
Yeah.
I'm seeing all these like daddy daughter dances. Like I'm gonna do
Yes.
that hopefully one day.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
You're
man,
going
I'm
to
getting
have that
goosebumps.
moment.
I'm
You're
also
going
a
to
little
have
chilly,
it.
but I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. But the way that you capture things day of, uh, did all of those experiences before, like how did that change or influence the way that you're capturing images day of?
I would say that's a hard question because everyone's so different, right? Like every
Yeah.
wedding is so different from the other. Like you have this plan in your head, like, okay, I'm gonna do it this way, and this is my routine, and it just honestly goes out the window. But thinking about it way back then, I I don't know. I think more like the preparation now and having people back me up, like having a second shooter constantly that I can, kind of vibe off of and give ideas with, things like that. Or if I can't achieve something and they can, I think that that's helpful. But I honestly think like back then I would just try to cater as much to my bride and my couple as I possibly could. Like all these venues are so different. Like you've got industrial, you've got barn house, you've got timeless classic and Philly, like marble ceilings and things like that, that you kind of have to adapt that situation every time. So I think for me, it's every, yeah, everyone is different. I don't think that I've ever done anything really or done a wedding the same. Like some of the photos may be a little bit similar because they'll ask for like, oh, can I have this? And things trend
Yeah.
and can I have that? And I'm like, sure, Pinterest. We love Pinterest. But yeah, I just think that you just try your best to be there for that couple as best as you can and give them what they need. And then that kind of relates or shows in the photos afterwards.
Yeah. There is, I mean, wedding days aren't like I really truly believe there's like not 2 wedding days that are the same.
Yeah.
There's similarities,
Hmm.
obviously, some style stuff,
Yeah,
some stuff like that, or maybe it's at the same venue. It could have like a similar vibe, but like couples are the ones that are making it unique,
definitely.
just based off of like who they are.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like at the beginning stages of your business, um, were there like hurdles that you had to jump
Oh
over to
gosh,
like say like, yeah, I'm gonna do it? I know you mentioned like family, your
yeah.
husband were like, yeah, go for it, go for it.
Yeah.
But like, what were you thinking?
When you actually go for it and jump off that cliff of
Yeah,
like possibility. Well, I mean, with everything new, right? There's growing pains. And with a business, and I'm sure you know this, like there's a lot of admin stuff that you don't realize and customer emails, and then it's not just weddings, it's all the other things. So you have to find that balance of like, okay, you need to be able to do all of the school stuff and you've got to do the, business headshots and you've got companies calling you. And I'm like, I have a wedding I need to finish. I'm like, I don't have enough time. But that I think the growing pain was the hardest hurdle of being able to balance everything. And yeah, you've got everyone in your corner, and I do have a team, but that team has to have me answer all those questions. Like
yeah.
Sam is, I would say like she's I pay her to tell me what to do. That's the
Way to go,
best part of
Sam.
it. She's the best. But between her and my sister, and then Alex is our another shooter. She's one of my best friends, and then Mandy's our retoucher. So we've got a team of people that are really good at what they do. So being able to utilize everyone and me not have to do everything anymore, I think that's probably one of the most difficult things
Yeah,
that I had to deal with was like letting go.
yeah.
And again, now with a baby, I'm like, I really have to give everyone, delegate and be more in not the background because we have a wedding this weekend, so I will be there, but having, the grace
It's
of
just
being like,
different.
go,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
it's
guys got
different.
it. Yeah.
I have so many questions. How did you know, like, so you had Melo Photo,
Hmm.
that's where you started. Uh, at that point, were you doing all types of photography?
It was just families and
Just
weddings.
families.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
families and weddings. Okay.
Hmm.
How did you know from that? Because maybe there's a vendor who's listening who's like at that point where their business is growing
Yeah.
and
Good
maybe
for you. Keep
they,
going.
yeah, maybe they have an opportunity like you did
Mhm.
to move into more of like a studio kind of a thing,
Yeah.
maybe adding on associates, maybe adding on more team members.
Yeah.
How did you know that that was like the right move at that point? Was it
Yeah.
like purely numbers, purely business? Was it just like a heart thing? You're like, no,
Yeah.
I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be going
Yeah.
next.
Well, I mean, those moments, it's like you want to do more, right? And like in your brain, it's one thing, and then in your heart, it's another. But then you see these people and they rely on you. Like every 2 weeks, you need to be able to, like it's hard. So having that artist mindset and that business mindset and bringing them together, it takes some time for sure. So if there's someone out there who really is like, oh my gosh, like I'm sweating, it's okay. Grab a towel. You'll be all right. Like
Yeah.
stretch later. You'll be okay because it's worth it. It is because if you add on those people, it's less on you physically and like time management wise. They'll be able to help you.
Yeah.
But then you have another stressor of like, oh gosh, I'm responsible for these
Yeah.
people. And then yeah.
What's your best advice for balancing the like artist side of us
Hmm.
like creatives and then
Yeah.
like the business side?
Go outside for a little bit, meditate a little bit, like look at some trees because you're in front of that screen, like with both of those things. Like you've got to
Yeah.
look at your, whether it's Honeybooks or Pixie Set, like you've got all these things where it's got all the numbers and all the math. And then you've got your art where it's all these colors and all of these like little things that you have to fix and move. And it's just so minute details that make such a big difference that you need to go outside and breathe.
Yeah.
You have to, like it's
I
for
love it.
yourself.
Yeah. Also Honeybook, if you want to sponsor, that'd be cool.
Yeah, go ahead. He
Uh
deserves that.
I didn't say it. No, I totally agree. Like there's a lot of time I spend at a computer, whether
Yeah.
you're doing the creative or the business.
Or researching even.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure when you started all this stuff, you're like, what can I do? Like, let me get some inspo on
Yeah.
this. How can I differentiate myself from others?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
it's
It's so fun to see like businesses and hear the story behind like where everything started. Because like very much I can tell like grassroots, like you weren't just a studio
yeah.
right off the jump. There was a
Right.
lot that you did with Melo Foto before
Mhm.
it was Lewisburg Studio by Melo
Yeah.
Foto. It's so fun to see that transition. Are you the only one that's doing the wedding photography? Or do you have other photographers like in your studio that are shooting the weddings and stuff?
Yeah, so we have my sister Valerie, who's fantastic. She's my baby sister, so it's really fun to work with her. It's funny, she like told me something like, "Oh, I love how we dance together." And like I knew what she meant. Like if she's on one side of the room, like we just kind of like we just know because we've
Yeah.
always been together. And then so I have her doing that, and then she does priority wise the makeup when we do hair and makeup together. So I'll do the hair and then she'll do the makeup.
Gotcha.
Little backstory on that. Our mom's a cosmetologist, so she was always into like,
Oh, cool.
this stuff. So she had her own salon and like she was my inspo. Like she was like, boss lady, like in the basement, getting all these women to come in and get their hair done, like the waxing, all this stuff. So she, she's always been an inspiration to us and told us, why not? Why can't you do it? Like, go for it. So dad was like, all right, let me see. What do you think you can do?
Yeah.
Like, we have this college degree that you got, like you can actually use it for something. Like, who would have thought, right? So, with the support of them and me and my sister were like, okay, let's try and do this together a little bit more. And then we added on Alex, who's fantastic, and she's, a really talented photographer, and she always has been. So now she's like, okay, I want to do more weddings. Like, let's go. So then we dance together a little bit, and then Mandy does shoot a little bit too, but she likes to be behind the scenes. Like she likes to sit there and Photoshop, like all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
So we just, let her do that and, create. Like that's her main priority there. But it's basically me, Val, and Alex on the dance floor all the time, getting those couples the memories that they so wholeheartedly deserve. So
Yeah. Do you have sort of like if you could run me through like a typical wedding day, or are
yeah.
the couples kind of all generally doing like a 10-hour package with you guys? Like
Yeah.
how does your wedding day usually look?
Yeah. So it depends. Our mid level package, which we like to name things after flowers. So our lily package is the one that's really like the one because you get two photographers, up to 10 hours. We say that because, the reception is there for them. I don't have to sit there and take 1,000 photos of people
Yeah.
like red face and just like dancing on tables. I mean, go for it, right? But
Yeah.
that's not gonna go in the album. That's gonna go on socials, and you have plenty of those. So we say up to with those numbers, and we just kind of like, hey guys, we're gonna take off. But during the day, it depends on if there's hair and makeup, because that's gonna be like a 7:30, 8:30 showtime for me and my sister.
Gotcha.
So we'll do that. And usually, let's say a ceremony's at 3, we'll be, going for it that whole time until it depends on if they're doing a first look, a first touch, or, with dad or with, the fiance, soon to be husband. I should have said groom. What am I? There's so many words for you
I
guys.
know.
Wife.
The dudes.
Yeah, the guys. But I mean, those things are great too. When you have another person there, they can, take care of the guys and go
Yeah.
have fun outside and, do the cool photos that are really cute for them too. Because it's not just about the girls, the guys need their moment,
Just
a
like
little
one or two.
spotlight for you. Yeah.
I'll go a couple more for the girls, but
Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, detail shots, after that. And then the show really starts with the ceremony, and everyone's kind of gets a little bit, more tense and nervous. So me and my sister basically there in the morning to just keep everyone level, like keep them chill. And
yeah.
it's like a slumber party, but just prettier. Like that's what I like to
Yeah.
say. Like I know a lot of like female photographers go, "Oh, we're besties," like during the day, and that's when you really get to know the bride. Like when the get ready stuff is out, when they're in their jammies,
Yeah.
with the glitter bride. So, we have all day to get to know them and really feel what the wedding is going to look like later. So then we get to meet the groom, and it starts, and, you get the beautiful ceremony and then all the fun stuff after. We usually try to do the photos during cocktail hour, but it's been really cool. Like when people do their first look, which is something I really love. Because then they get to be alone, like they get to have themselves, and they don't get like the drama and like
Totally
the
agree.
clucking of everybody wanting to, be part of their day.
Just like picturing chickens around.
They are. They really are, especially here in Milton, PA.
We do love your families, but like they can be
Yeah.
chickens, I guess.
A little bit. I mean, the chicken dance on the dance floor that we
Yeah.
don't do anymore, I guess. But yeah, it's just, it's a moment for them. And it's really nice because then we can just bring the rest of those chickens in the family later
Yeah.
and have them do all of the family stuff so they can actually
I'm
go
like
and enjoy.
wondering if couples are listening. They're like, "You're calling my family chickens?"
Yeah, they're chickens. Like, are you really from Central PA right
Yeah.
now? Like, yeah. And that's where we are. Like, sorry,
we
like
are.
there's cows like down the street right
Yeah.
now.
The approach that you have, I feel like, is really like people. From what I'm
Mhm.
getting,
Yeah.
just from like what you're explaining, it sounds like really people first.
Yes.
Is there like a feeling that you want people to have?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, they're like I'm so glad we hired Lewisburg Studio
Yeah.
by Melo Foto. Like, is there like a feeling that you want them to have in all of this?
Yeah, I want them to be comfortable. Like I joke about the family and the clucking the chickens, but like I have a big family, and they're so important for the day. Like you're having this party for them, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
yeah,
you're
it's
speaking
about
from
you.
experience.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like you have 250 people there, like, and you've got that one uncle that doesn't like photos. Like he needs to be comfortable with me, like during
Yeah.
those family photos, and the groom. Like a lot of guys don't like getting their pictures done. Like I got it. Like it's a lot. You're in your tux and it's hot.
It's
You want to go
different.
party.
I feel like even just like couples in general, they don't spend a lot of time in front of the camera. And then it's like you're in front of the camera all day. And it can be a lot. I think it can be a lot.
Yeah, it can be tiring for sure.
But
And
from what you're saying is like you're hoping that couples are feeling comfortable, confident in front of the camera, able to like stay present.
yeah, and I try to
relaxed.
like this is like my little motto. I say to them like, I want you to feel like you forgot I have a camera in my hand because we basically do this, but you can't see my face most of the time when it's happening. So I'm like,
You're like
okay,
hiding behind a screen.
I'm like I'm here, but I'm not.
Like, hey, could you get a little closer?
Yeah, can you like kiss her? She's your wife now. Like things like that where it's, you just got to be like fun. Like I just want them to be comfortable and I want them to have a good time because it does. It gets tiring and they're not used to it, like you said. So we forget that. And like because we see so many couples that it's just like I don't feel like it's just a job for us. I
Yeah.
don't say me because we do have the girls with us, but they feel the same way I do. Like they're a person, I'm a person. I can feel what they need from me for the most part because we've spent so much time together already
Yeah.
in the morning. So, I just want everyone to be happy on their wedding day and have that fun that they've spent so long trying to
Planning,
get.
yeah.
Like they've been planning for forever. Some people like 2-3 years. I'm like, wow, you must really love them to have this happen for
Yeah.
you. So I think that I'd say comfort and fun.
Yeah, I love that. So you brought up planning.
Mm.
There's a lot that goes into planning. Kind of speaking to couples a little bit, like they're inundated with just, I mean, so many decisions that they have to make. I
Yeah.
mean, it could be in one category, it could be just across the board. What's your best advice for couples that are like deep in the planning stages? They're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe they're feeling like a little burnt out, but they're still
Yeah.
really excited to get married to their best friend.
Yeah.
What do you like? What should they be doing? What should they be looking out for?
Mm, I think probably, well, I feel probably because this is how I make my decisions. I don't know about everybody else because a lot of people, make decisions here. I make decisions here. You've got to like your vendors. Like I honestly, like I have so many brides and I'm like, can we be best friends? Like, yeah, we can be best friends. Like it doesn't just stop today. Like with film and photography, you can be part of their family like throughout the years, like when they have babies, when they graduate, and then they had like, those kids get married again. Like it could be a forever relationship if you really want it to be. So when you like your vendors, they will make it so much easier for you. Like you can really lean on them because we know what we're doing. Like we do it all the time. So every weekend it's for you. Like I'm
Yeah.
giving up my weekend for you and your love.
How dare you?
I know. Saturdays, what is that? I haven't had a Saturday off in forever, but yeah, just, lean into your vendors and ask them the questions that you don't know because we do it all the time. And we have to remember that this is not an everyday thing for them. Like they have to go to work, they have to deal with their
Yeah.
families, they have to plan this wedding, and we're here for you. Like you're not just because you're paying us, but mainly because no, but it's we're people too. So we're here with the questions and
Yeah.
use that email that we sent you and go back and forth so that we can give you as much ease as possible because you want to enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I totally agree, especially in our category of vendor,
Yeah.
because we spend all day with you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not vibing from the jump, like
Right.
you should probably be like going somewhere else. And that's fine. Like I'm not the
And that's
videographer for
okay.
everyone. You're not the
Right.
photographer for everyone.
Exactly. Yep.
But there's this like barrier I'm noticing, and it's like, how do you know that they're the right vendor before you've seen them work
Right.
or before you've experienced them at all? Do you have like advice for couples that are like, but like, how do I know?
Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree. Gotta find people that you're vibing with, but
Yeah.
like, how do you know?
Yeah. I would say meet them face to face because you know how many and especially now with like AI, like things can get pretty scammy. Like I love it. It could be really useful,
Yeah.
but I don't know how many emails we've gotten that were not real.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, and like some of these, I'm not gonna mention any, but like some of these places that you pay a lot of money to, siphon out all these brides, and we got a lot of them, so we just stopped using it. And honestly, having a brick and mortar studio in the middle of a really cute town
Yeah.
has been really helpful to be like, just come on down.
Yeah, come
419
see
Market
us.
Street in Lewisburg. Like we're right here.
Yeah,
Go get
little shout
coffee. 100%. And then go, to this cute little town and vibe with the community. And meeting them in person makes a big difference. Like we do free consultations. Like you don't have to book with us, but come sit down with us for a little bit and we can at least help you. Like we've got this vendor wall
Yeah.
with business cards of local businesses that we love working with. Like our preferred vendors are our besties. Like if I can work with you and we can have a really great day, that's even better for me and the bride and the groom. Like
Yeah.
it's helpful.
For sure.
And we're not like tripping over each other and like, oh my God, like no,
Yeah,
like
you don't
we
need any of that.
Exactly. We don't need the drama.
Yeah,
like
I
you
don't
can have
want
enough. No, hard pass.
But it's gonna be better for the couples too.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I wish there was like a just clean cut and dry, like, yo, these are the good people.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like what you're saying. It's like a preferred vendor list. Or
Mhm.
if you do vibe maybe with you, you're not gonna put people that you're
Right.
not vibing with on that list
Exactly.
of people that you're gonna recommend.
Right.
So maybe if you found one that you trust and you like in
Mhm.
any category, be like, hey, who do you love working with?
Yeah.
Because it's literally what I've done with this podcast. When I've reached out to vendors, I'm like, hey, vendor, what venues do you love shooting at or
Yeah.
working at? And that's how we've kind of made the connection here with a couple venues
Yeah.
to film the podcast at.
It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
a really great idea. Instead of like you in like a space that you're comfortable in, like you traveling to all these places, like really like let people see. And
Yeah,
that
for
way they
sure.
know like, oh, this is like a really beautiful space.
Yeah, for sure. It's so fun. But couples just have like so many decisions to make. I'm curious, like just in that general planning process, do you have advice for couples that are like feeling overwhelmed or feeling like I don't know what to do next?
Yeah. hug your spouse. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna say the same thing, like go outside and breathe. Like it's gonna be fun because it just feels like so much at once. Because like, okay, you can plan a party, you can plan an event, but planning a wedding is a whole other monster. Like it's so many little details, but I would honestly recommend, and it's gonna cost you a little bit more, get yourself a wedding planner.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Like they will reach out to everyone for you. Then on the day of, like here at Birchwood, they just like started the day of situation. So nice.
Yeah.
Like you've got someone, you don't have to yell at your bridesmaid to go tell them to do something. Like your relationships will be intact if you hire for someone. Like, I don't know how many bridesmaids are like, oh no, like we're not even friends anymore because like she had to be my maid of honor for my wedding. I'm like, that's hard. It's straining
Yeah,
on
for
relationships to
sure.
like tell someone to
Well,
do things.
I'm curious. I've seen some stuff recently
Mm.
coming up on social media, and I don't know when this will be out versus when I saw this recently. But photographers kind of putting their foot down a little bit, saying like, "Hey, we're not planners. We're not day of
Yeah.
coordinators." I'm just curious, like your take on it. I didn't prep you for any of this,
Yeah,
but like,
it's fine. We go
like
with the fly.
yeah,
It's how we
yeah.
work. It's good. It's gonna work.
What's your take on like that idea of like,
Yeah.
hey, photographers are not day of
Yeah.
coordinators?
And I understand that. I personally don't mind it because then I have, not that I'm a control freak, but then I have control of what the outcome is.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many times I've been like, can you go get blah, blah, blah? It doesn't happen. Most people are, libations are going and it's happening. So I feel better being able to give them that little extra bit of being okay. Like I've bustled dresses, I've fixed all these things just because I know that I need to get that photo later
Yeah.
and it's going to be okay as long as I have like hands on it. But I wholeheartedly would recommend a wedding day planner because your photographer is not there. Like a lot of people can't wear a lot of hats
Yeah.
and they shouldn't have to because you're paying them for that service of being your photographer. So if you're going to ask them to do other things, be prepared to get a little bit of an invoice there. I mean, you
Yeah,
might,
it's funny
but
because I feel like you guys being photographers,
Mhm.
you've sort of been like thrusted into this, like you sort of do a little bit of coordination stuff beforehand with
Yeah.
like the timeline
Yep.
stuff, which I know you want your timeline because it helps you get what you need to get.
Yeah.
But you're also like coordinating a bunch of stuff if there's
Mhm.
not a day of coordinator.
Yep.
And it's just interesting hearing the take on that. I think the person that posted it was a little bit more like
I will not.
against it.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because in my mind, I'm like, either way, if you are or you aren't, like, we still just want to be there for the couple and just make the
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
run smoothly.
Yeah.
But I understand, like, it might be a little easier to focus on the photos
Yes.
if you're not also worried about, like, where's Aunt June?
Right.
Why is she not here?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. 100%. And I think a lot of people have had experiences like that. And that's why, they feel so no to it. But at the end of the day, like you said, we're here for the couples,
Yeah.
and whatever we can do to make it easier on them is going to make it easier for us because we're going to see it later.
Yeah.
Like we're going to see when you're mad at Aunt June because you couldn't find her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the better we can finesse those situations and moments, the better off we are. And I think that's the second reason why I do it. First reason, couple. Second reason is my peace of mind. Like we're
Yeah.
going to be okay.
Aunt June's getting a lot of flack. She's probably not as bad as we're making her out
I
to be.
know. She just had a little bit too much wine. It's
Yeah, a little too
okay.
much. She's okay.
She'll be fine.
I'm curious, like, so couples working with their photographer,
Mhm.
maybe more specifically when they work with you or someone from your team, how can they get the most out of that experience with you? Maybe it's day of, maybe
Mhm.
it's in that planning process with you guys, but like, what's something they can do or not do to just like really make your job like easy?
Give me the timeline and write down like who, because we have like, I don't know about like how appropriate it is. We have a drunk uncle list of like who we should watch out for. And
Yeah.
that's what we call it. Cause there's always someone like whether it's, someone who's going to try to take attention away from you or, cause drama or it just put a pin on anything that isn't going smoothly for their wedding day. That way we can kind of look out for them. And again, that kind of goes into the whole like coordinator situation, but I'm in bestie mode at that point. I'm going to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
So you just let me know who that is. But the timeline is so important for us to just be able to prepare ahead of time. And granted, it's going to get messed up. Like the timeline will get fudged. Like
Oh,
it
for sure.
will. Like
Yeah.
things happen. Like someone's gonna be late. Like there was this one. Oh my gosh, it was like it was so bad at the moment because I had to like take the heat at the moment. But there was a bridesmaid who brought the wrong dress to the
Oh,
ceremony,
no.
and she was in state college, and it was like a local venue here in Mifflinburg. So I had to pretend I had to like really like lag. Like 30 minutes I had to stall so that her boyfriend can bring the dress over. And the bride had no idea. Like I was just going at a glacial pace.
Yeah.
And then later I talked to her mom and I was like, just so you know, like it wasn't me. And I had to throw her under the bus because like
Yeah.
that's my
Why not?
reputation at the end of the
Yeah.
day. I don't know her. And why did you bring the wrong dress? But anyway,
Anyways.
um, I took the heat for it at the moment. But again, it's one of those things where like if I can do something to make it easier on somebody else on the day of, it'll be fine because that timeline is what I need. And I have gotten everyone at that place that they need to be when they needed to be there,
Yeah.
regardless of before situations. Like even in Philly a couple months ago in May, it was gorgeous. Like there's a ferry, there's traffic, there's people in your way. Like there's a timeline and she wanted it done at a certain time. And I looked at her, I held her hands in that little trolley. And I was like, girl, we're going to be fine. Like, I will figure out how we can slim the photos down. Like, I will work as quick as possible to get what you need, as well as get you to the venue on time. And we did. Like, duh. Like, we're professionals. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, we've seen it all. We're
Yep.
going to take care of you. Like,
Yeah, for sure. And that's why, I mean, you'd want to find the right people
Mhm.
for those moments that are bound to happen that
Yeah.
don't go as planned.
Right. And they will. They'll happen.
We obviously work with a lot of vendors throughout the day, maybe some more closely than others. I'm curious to know though, like when you're working with a vendor, what's that vendor partnership
Yeah.
look like for you? How does it go well?
Yeah.
What makes it kind of not go so well?
Yeah. Like day of it has to go well. Like I will do what I have to do to make sure like we vibe together, but the videographer is the person that we honestly need to be in sync with throughout the day. Like I usually meet them on the day of and it's fine, but we need to make sure like, hey, are you going to go see the guys? Like let me make sure I send one of my girls over there. Like it total comms all day long because it has to be cohesive for the most part. Like they're obviously not going to be the same. But the easier that relationship is, the easier it's going to be for them to have later with the albums and with, you know, the clips. And they're like, oh my gosh, like how great they look together and things like that. But, you know, the DJ too, like we need to have a relationship with them. Like, what are you doing during the ceremony?
Yeah.
They getting mic'd up? Like, where are they? Like, and that's what I mean. Like when you say, oh, we're not going to be wedding planners. Okay, but we have to talk to everybody on the day of because we need to be in the know.
Yeah.
For, you know, our
If you're
job's
not,
sake.
then like your job's gonna suffer.
Yeah.
Your final
Yeah.
product might suffer.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. So I will talk to who I have to talk to
Yeah,
to
you're like,
get
get
there.
rid of that. No, I love it. Obviously, there was a point where, you know, the business was so new, and I'm sure you've learned like a ton of stuff from that point to now. And I'm sure, as I say, I'm sure 6 times, there's people listening, watching. Maybe they're early on in their like vendor journey. Maybe they're new to the industry. What are some things that you wish you knew, like when you started out, that you know now, or that are like, oh my gosh, if I would have just done X, Y, and Z, my life would have been so much easier.
That's like a loaded question because I could go off on like so many moments, like as a tangent to be like, well, I did this and I did that. I would say get yourself organized because if you don't, I think it's going to be more overwhelming. Because that way, if you're a little bit more organized, like whether it's a calendar, like a virtual one or a paper one, I'm a paper girl. Like I have like, it's like this big and it's got my tabs, September, October, November. And it's good. I'm a visual person. So like I need to see it. And it's great that my phone can tell me what to do, but I'm just like, I don't trust it. There's been so many times I didn't hit like save. I'm like, oh gosh, that's not good on my phone. But make sure you're organized with that and with your material, like whether it's, you know, photos and files and you have all your files like alphabetized and you have them in, I have like 3 different cloud drives that I'm just like crazy about to make sure that everything is saved. Or if you're like, you know, a caterer and you need all your stuff to put together, because I'm sure other people are watching that are not, it's not just photography for this, like it's a vendor, right?
For sure.
So, you know, I think that just goes a long way. And have a lot of trust in the people that you're hiring or, are helping you, like whether it's technology or actual people that, can make mistakes, and you can make mistakes too. Like you can fix everything. Like just give yourself a little bit of grace because it's hard. Like, you're your own boss. And you've got to have your own little, like, there's these memes and things like that. There's like, oh, if you see me talking to myself, I'm having a staff meeting. Yeah, I'm having a staff meeting, like in my like mental stage right now, like hiding in a corner, hyperventilating, trying to make sure my wedding season is going okay. But you just see so many things. Like it can be overwhelming. Like you see all these trends and you see people doing things and you see people putting content on and it's like, am I not doing enough? And that's the question I ask myself all the time. But you just need to stay true to yourself because that's what people are, looking at. That's what they're paying you for. Like, I see the whole, oh my gosh, like the blurry photos. I'm sorry. That's the one thing that I'm just like, if there's not a car going by, it shouldn't be blurry. Like, some of them are good. Like, if there's a flower girl and there's blur and it's really pretty and it's really artsy, it's great. But if they're like, there's a couple standing, I'm sorry, standing in a field like this and it's blurry, why? They're not going anywhere. The earth is not turning that quickly.
Maybe for that photographer, it is.
We're spiraling.
Yeah.
And it's not a knock on anyone else, but I feel like a lot of things on socials, like you see it and you want to, copy it. You want to try it. Your couple's going to ask you to try it. Go for it. That's great. But I think there needs to be integrity there and you need to stick to what you love and what makes you you. And I might be boring, but I'm down for like a classic portrait, like a beautiful like couch and him and her in a beautiful space, whether it's outside or in a beautiful room, like capture that space, a portrait, So I don't know. It's just, I see I go off on these things.
No, I love
This
it.
is how my mind works. I've got my tabs open and they're just always open.
That's how my computer is, by the way.
Yay. Your computer is like, oh my gosh.
You don't want to see my desktop. My desktop is a mess.
That means that you're creative though,
right?
like that's how you see things. Like nothing is linear for me. And just, it goes into like a little,
Like
the spider webs.
everywhere. Yeah.
And they're like this, the little not Venn diagrams, whatever they're called. Like when you're brainstorming, I'm just constantly brainstorming like throughout my day. That's just what it looks like. So
you just have staff meeting all day.
All day. There's like a lot of matcha tea in there. So it's fine. We'll get through that little staff meeting and everyone gets to have their own conversation in my brain. But that's how we get through it. That's how we get, because there's so many things you have to remember and you have to do.
Yeah,
like not just you, because again, we have a team. So there's other people that,
relying on you, keeping it all together.
Oh yeah, my phone's always like, and it's not my friends. I love them, but it's not them. Like it's work calling me or clients going, hey, I have a question or I need something from you. And so I'm always available for them. But, that's another thing. Always be available. Be organized and always be available for the people that are there. Because I'm sure you're with your second shooter and you're like, where are you, Pat?
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, Pat just got called out.
Hi, Pat. I'm sure you're always there. So this is great because I just found out about you and I hear you're great. So he loves you.
The shout out. He's gonna love the shout out.
So yeah, like you've got to be you've got to be there for your team. So it's like, okay, always be available and be more organized. And as a creative, that's difficult. Our desktops are crazy, and so are our files and our memory cards.
What are some of those like tools or strategies that you use to like kind of help keep yourself organized, but also just like in general keep your business running smoothly?
Yeah, I would say my agenda and my director. Like I honestly, when I say I pay someone to tell me what to do, it's so helpful because that's just not that's not my strong suit. Is having a list. Like my husband has these little like squares and he like checks them off and he's so funny with it, but like he gets it done.
Yeah.
And I'll get it done, but it's going to get done like this, not like this.
Yeah.
It's more of like okay, what do I feel I need to get done first? But it's, having that written down on my calendar is definitely helpful. And then I use Pixie Set. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to like say what I use.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Pixie Set wants to sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, them too. Like, hey guys, come and help us out.
I use Pixie Set a couple times a year.
Exactly. You help us, we help you. But yeah, having that as like a way to have everything written down or seen, like my galleries, that's how I send it through. And it's just so easy to use. And honestly, I think user-friendly things for us and user-friendly things for our couples is so game changer, like 100%.
Could you explain like for a photographer who's like, what's Pixie Set?
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
maybe they
sorry,
don't
guys.
have a delivery system.
Yeah.
Like, what's the pros of having a delivery system
Hmm.
just generally, but then like specifically, what do you love about Pixie Set?
Yeah. What I love, honestly, it's the usage. It's just so pretty too. Like everything is so organized. Like I have so many albums and galleries, and it's just I have this little thing of like I get so excited to pick my cover photo for my gallery because that's the first thing they see. And so
Yeah.
Pixie Set makes it so easy. Like you can change the font, you can put it on the left side, and it just looks so pretty. Like, and then they see it on their phone or they see it on their email, and they're like, my gallery is here. And that's where like music starts playing in their head of like, oh my gosh, it's ready. Like my
Yeah.
gallery, I've been waiting for like 30 to 60 days to get it done and to see all my photos. So for me, like seeing all those smiling faces of like, my weddings and all my things that are there, for me, that's one of my favorite things to, the visual aspect of it. It's just clean and simple and, easy to use for sure.
Yeah. And I will say on the video side, I use something called VidFlow. I mean, it's the same kind of concept. And I think these delivery systems, although they do cost a little bit of money
Yeah, sure.
to have, just like everything else costs
Yeah.
money. But the side of the couple experiencing receiving that
Mhm.
is so much more elevated than being
Yes.
like, here's a
That's the word.
Dropbox link, or like here's a Google Drive link,
Yep.
and then they're like, you can't really like click through the photos really
Yep.
well. And then honestly, these links, we can send them out to the couple, and the couple can be like, yo, family, here's all of the things. Like, there's
Definitely.
not any weirdness of like, how do I share this with everyone who like wants to
Yeah.
see and be a part of like everything that we're doing?
The shareability. I don't know if that's a word, but hey,
Yeah,
like that way
for
they can
sure.
get it and it looks just as pretty as it
For
did,
sure. Yeah.
for somebody else or
Well,
for the couple.
and then also they can interact with it better. They can
Mhm.
download the stuff easy. They
Yes.
can like just watch it. For us,
Yep.
it's like there's a play all button.
Yeah.
So like grandma who has nothing to do with
Aw.
like anything technology, she can hit the link
Yeah.
and then she can hit play all and she'll
Yes.
be able to see all the
And it's
stuff.
done. And she doesn't have to
Yeah.
worry or fuss or be
Yeah.
like, did I delete something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how the grandmas talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. With their teeth or without their
They're cute
teeth.
though.
I know. I love them. They're my favorite. Especially
No.
when they're like the ones dancing on the table at the end of the night. I'm like,
Oh
all right,
gosh, yeah.
Grandma,
We're
I
like,
see
don't
you.
fall, but also like I want to get this clip.
Yeah, me, Ma. Like, yeah, 100%.
Me, mom. Click, click, click.
Are you okay though?
Oh, I love that. So this conversation has been so great.
Oh, I agree. I've had so much fun with you.
Yeah.
This is nice.
It's so fun to hear the experiences that you've had in your business, like the growth from just like that like grassroots thing to now like the
Yeah.
full studio and like hearing all about everything that's going on in the studio. Where can people find and follow along with all the things you're doing?
So at Lewisburg Studio on Instagram and on Facebook. Our website, we use Pixie Set. So it's Melo Foto pixieset.com. It's weird. We'll have it on there. I have it in my Instagram.
It's all going to be linked down below so they can just
Yeah.
click on it and like find all the
Amazing.
things.
See, shareability.
Yeah.
Make it so easy for everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. And then we're like brick and mortar. So by appointment only. So like call us or
Showing
email
up.
first, right?
You did tell people just to show up,
I
right?
know, it
Yeah.
is true. I mean, if you show up on a Monday,
You
we're not
said
going to be
grab
there.
coffee and then come over.
Exactly. Just sit down at
Just
a
bring
table.
another coffee or
Yeah.
matcha.
Yeah, a must matcha for sure. But yeah, we're on 419 Market Street in Lewisburg, PA. Close to Bucknell. The college is right there, but it's a really sweet town and there's plenty to do, a bunch of shopping in Sealands Grove too, but it's just, they don't have a lot of towns like this.
Yeah.
Like it's special and it's like 9 minutes away from Milton. So
Yeah,
right
so
here
fun.
next to the venue, plenty of hotels and things to stay at and Airbnbs. But yeah, it's been really fun. We're really just trying to do a little bit more of, all the things we do well.
Yeah.
And just adding on to our services, like Sam is ordained, so if you need someone to marry you, she can literally do that for you, as well as the hair and makeup aspect of the services that we provide, albums, canvases, posters, like we do it all. Like you just ask and we'll figure out a way to
Yeah,
get
we
it
did
to you.
talk a lot about the like wedding photo specifically.
It's our favorite.
But there's like hair and makeup. You guys do a lot of other photography too.
Yeah.
So if you're in that Lewisburg
Yeah.
sort of area,
You
or
need
even
a
like
headshot.
kind of close by,
Yeah, we're down.
definitely reach out.
And we travel, destination weddings would be so much fun. And it's hard to get people to, do those things, but we'll travel, and we just like to make it convenient. Like we do our mobile setup for people who want to do headshots and are like, oh, I have a really beautiful spot. Like for here, even like at Birchwood venue, like it's just a beautiful space, like to, be here. Like this is their Airbnb, and it's just so pretty.
Yeah.
Like look at this, like this looks so official. And these
It
are
really
just,
does.
yeah.
I did move just about everything, but
You did great.
it's a perfect little podcast setup.
Yeah, it is. It's like the little living room. Oh yeah, you did. You moved the couch.
Yeah.
But this is nice. I like these little chairs.
Yeah,
They're
it's
cool.
so fun. Melanie, conversation has been so good. I hope everyone who's listening or watching, I hope you guys have gotten a ton of helpful tips and tricks and all the fun story part of everything that you have going on in your business. And that's all for this episode, and we'll catch you next time on The Preferred List.